back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We are starting to work off the assignments that we got at Pharos. We just did the UNC Exogeny facility, and that put us in the Maroon Sea cluster, and I think this one, which we also picked up at Pharos, is in the same cluster. On Pharos, you found the personal log of an Exogeny employee. The doctor's notes seem to express some concern about samples they provided to a group he referred to only as Cerberus, which is a name we have heard before. We haven't yet actually dealt with them in any way. But yeah, we're going to go to the Metano system within this very same cluster. Alright, and I'm also picking this mission because it has decent loot, and we're still inside this level 7 gear window, and that actually abruptly ends. I didn't realize this until I was doing a practice run here. When you get to level 43, it's over. Those level 7 drops dry up permanently. You really cannot get your hands on any more stuff, so I'm going to make the most of this window as I can, and so yeah, we're going to go do this. Alright, let's go do this. Yeah, so long to Notocrux, which was not a fun place to drive around on. Clomart 2 is same size and orbit as Earth, but no life, probably because it's too damn hot there. Okay, and I didn't notice this earlier. Maroon Sea really does live up to its name. Alright, off to Metano we go. And I still would like to know just how long it takes us to actually make this transit without the mass relay helping us. Okay, let's start from the outside as always. Supay. This is an interesting story. Good source of water, but Exogeny is trying to bill people who take water, and those satellites that keep track of how much mass was taken keep being met with accidents. I love that. Alright, we found some magnesium. And there are 2 asteroid belts here. There's a blink. Yeah, okay, there's a blinker in each one. There's a rocky asteroid out here. This asteroid has an unusually sculpted and artistic appearance, with many long sweeping curves. Okay. If I had been asked to write a description, I would have said it looks like rotten Swiss cheese, but maybe I need some art appreciation. While scanning the asteroid field in the Metano system, you discovered a badly damaged ship. The recon team found no survivors on board, but they did find a protein data disk. So yes, we will continue to scan and collect stuff. Lapa, which looks green from afar but pretty red up close. Mention of Chaska, and some infrastructure can be built here, but nothing to scan. Apo. So yeah, rubbles covered wrecks of a half-dozen expeditionary ships stand in mute testament to the planet's instability. Yes, I'm kind of glad we're a soldier and not really a pioneer. Alright, here's the inner blinker. A metal-rich asteroid, which apparently isn't as artistically beautiful, and yet somehow it looks exactly the same to me. While scanning this asteroid field in the Herschel system, you discover a large deposit of platinum. Well, as long as I get the platinum, I don't care what system you think I'm in. Alright, Chaska. And we can land here. Chaska is a large but low-density world, fundamentally similar to its inner neighbor, Inti. Like Inti, Chaska is tidally locked to Metano. The same side always faces the sun, resulting in a scorching day side and a frozen night side. In the temperate areas around the Terminator, temperatures average around 30 Celsius. Combined with the nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, this slender band of habitable terrain allows limited colonization by humans. Chaska's ring is unique. It appears to be, for lack of a better term, a massive piece of alien installation art. The rings are made of small pieces of synthetic material and are almost invisible from space. From the ground, they catch and scatter the light of Metano in picturesque ways. It is not known who created the ring or when. Why would they only scatter the light down below, but not send any of it back up to space? That's just weird. Chaska is very early development, with little more than a few pioneer teams scattered across the surface. Information is being collated about native hazards and ecology, while a massive colonist recruiting drive is gearing up back on Earth. So, if I were leading the team, trying to get the trying to recruit colonists, my brochure would almost certainly say, "Come to the land of endless sunset." Or sunrise. Probably sunset. Okay, let's go here. We haven't seen Caden in a while, and let's pair him up with Tali. We don't really need that much combat strength here. Alright, so this place doesn't look to be quite as mean-spirited in the mountain terrain as Notocrux was, but it still looks like it could be tough in places. Anyway, I'm actually more interested in this ring, which appears to be not visible after all. That's too bad. I assume those are actually clouds, right? I mean, it's not really artistic if they're just scattered all over the place. Anyway, it does look like a sunset type sky, which is really nice. Anyway, let's level people up. Yes, let's bring Caden's main defensive power up to master, and then let's work on lift. And Tali and I are all set. And I've already set up everybody to be in shredder rounds. Yes, and yes. Okay, so everyone's using pistols and has shredder rounds. So, good. And I have more than 3 million credits, because I dumped some more guns and stuff, so... I mean, I don't care about money, so I'm not running back to the Citadel anymore. I'm just dumping inventory at the Normandy store. Okay, let's have a look at the map. Some civilian structures, a science facility, debris, and an anomaly. And I believe there's some ore here, and then if you kind of follow due south, I think you find 2 more ore deposits. And I'm going to kind of head around so I don't have to do too much climbing here. Alright, let's make sure everyone's using the right gun. No, we won't need it just yet, but I'll forget to do that later for sure. Alright, off we go. Plutonium, and almost 25,000 credits per survey. That's pretty sweet. Alright, I can see the ore, the second ore, already on the radar. I don't even have to mark the map.
Heading out.
Palladium. Alright, and the last one is way down here at the bottom of this cliff. And look at this, another herd of space cows that can't talk. I wonder if I can do this. Oh wow, it actually works.
All clear.
It's kind of like a biotic version of cow tipping, although I guess throw would be the actual cow tipping method. This would be the gentler way, right? I mean, that shouldn't hurt it. Okay, maybe that hurt a little bit. Didn't kill you though, did it? Tail's still wagging a little bit. Ears are still perky a little bit. You know, I can still try to talk to you. Sorry. I hope that didn't hurt. Caden put me up to it. Yeah. Maybe I'll just go this way and stay out of trouble. Yeah, I didn't have any power to the wheels almost that entire trip down. That's pretty steep.
Cover me.
Beryllium. Okay, so we got everything that was not marked. Now let's go and start checking out these buildings.
Where is everybody?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, yeah, we have not seen anybody out working in the fields, have we? I mean, not that they'd be farmers, but they're supposed to be checking for hazards and wildlife and ecology and all that stuff. And this ought to be the most alarming thing of all, of course. This tells us that we're going to deal with husks. And of course, husks leave off this blast attack of electric charge, which is probably what fried some of these people. Hey, yay. I'm going to need a lot of knockdown. Hello, sniper rifle. Alright.
Now it gets fun. Negative contacts, Commander.
Damn, nice work, team. We leveled up. I am very close to Master Throw. Caden is a little closer to Master Lift. And Tolly has Advanced Damping. Nice. Alright, time to loot. And you were going to find, I bet, mostly guns in these crates. And this room, and I believe the same room upstairs, are both inaccessible. Oh, nice. Right around 7. Decent bio amp. I don't know if it's better than what Caden's using right now. Better cooldown, but less duration and power. I'll keep him with duration and power, I think. And 3 lockers. And 9 guns. Pretty good guns, but guns nonetheless. Yeah, we don't really care so much about guns anymore. Alright, that was the first of the 3 buildings here. Let's go. This one's perched on a hill, so let's go to this other one that appears to be at the same elevation as us. Oops. Yeah, unlike the sniper towers, which you can knock over easily, dragon's teeth are made out of some sort of indestructible material.
Securing point.
Also, didn't we get a... Yeah, I meant to check this earlier when it popped up. Investigate Samples has now been renamed UNC Colony of the Dead. The colonists of this world and the Matano system are the victims of a horrible mutation that has transformed them into mindless creatures. Well, that certainly is the way you would describe that first building. The occupants therein. Fight your way through the hostile transformed colonists while searching for survivors and clues. Well, we know our track record on finding survivors so far, so I'm not holding my... I'm not going to hold my breath on that.
How horrible. The entire colony must have been transformed.
It does look that way. And those that were lucky enough to avoid being turned into husks were fried to a crisp, it looks like.
All targets down.
Yeah, not sure why some were spared the transition to huskhood. Don't know how that works, because I thought, because Caden did say at Eden Prime something about that those spikes, those dragon's teeth, were used to turn our own dead against us, which suggests to me that you don't even have to be alive
Finally, some action.
to be converted into a husk.
All targets down.
Nice job again. How do you get 2 sniper rifles into that little sludge canister? Must be some assembly required. And although this door appears to be working, it actually isn't, just like the other building. Metagel if you need it. And something that's quite easy to miss, that is a little upgrade kit up here. You have to mount this crate and then this crate, and then you finally can get it. Yay, dunks around, shredder rounds. Love it. I'm not excited about the incendiary rounds because they actually improve beyond level 7. They become inferno rounds, but shredder and tungsten, that is the end of the line for those. So yeah, that's why I'm getting very excited when I see those popping up. Alright, That's 2 buildings done. Now I'm gonna go climb this. I'm actually gonna get this on the way to that.
Cover me.
I gotta say, I
Perimeter secured.
Enemy contact.
don't like this whole notion that these husks were once actual people. They had lives, they had names, they had aspirations, they had dreams of being here. They had clothes. I guess as if any of them knew that one day they'd be standing outside waiting for the chance to just fry any living matter that went by, they'd probably say, "Please shoot me when you see me." 'Cause that's not how I'd want to end my days either. And yes, of course, more dragon's teeth, but that looks Gethian in nature to me. What's the connection between Exogeny and the Geth here? I just don't know. Alright. So now we're in the bunker instead of the warehouse, but what do you want to bet? It's all husks again. Yep. Alright.
All targets down.
We are a good team. Alright, the only loot here is this metagel. I mean, in this big room. The remaining loot's all in the back. And that is a pointless sojourn if you go over there. That room is entirely empty. Not a single thing in there. All the goodies are over here. And this is a magic crate, just like the one on Pharos. You can save and reload, and it'll give you infinite XP and infinite loot. And unlike the one on Pharos, you can keep coming back here if you need more XP or more loot or whatever. Of course, it's probably going to be stuff you don't care a lot about, like this set, but that's alright. Another savant. Man, that is, I think, my 3rd savant. That's crazy. Yeah, I've got one, obviously, but Caden doesn't. And now he does. Man, oh man. Oh, I should have stopped. Just guns. And a terminal. Probably some answers at last. The Colonial Pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. And the journal's been updated, so now that one is finished. The Colony of the Dead. According to the logs, a visitor from an organization called Cerberus recently passed through the colony. It seems like this person had something to do with the transformation of the colonists. So this is a little confusing to me. I mean, the original name of the assignment was Investigate Samples, but what are the samples? I mean, the only thing it could be is those dragon's teeth, right? I mean, they're not tiny. I mean, those spires do come down all the way, but still, and so they would stack easily, but that'd be heavy and big still. And wasn't there something in the Pharaoh's mention of this assignment about needing an antidote? I mean, being transformed to a husk is having your spine ripped in half, and the slow process. I mean, there's no antidote to that, is there? So it makes you wonder. The other assignment, the exogeny facility, that was the thorium creeper one, and Dr. Ross talked about samples coming in from Pharaoh. So you gotta wonder if those descriptions somehow got swapped. I don't know. I'm gonna save just to demonstrate that this is really what I said it is. And indeed, it's been restocked, whereas, well, the terminal is still available, but the other things haven't been restocked. And just more stuff. And more XP. And now I have to reopen all the doors. Alright, that takes care of all the buildings. Now we have debris and the anomaly. And lastly,
I'm on my way.
I love these. Would really love to know why these were built. What was their purpose? I mean, is it similar to the Egyptian pyramids? Burial tombs, but there aren't any entrances that I know of. You can stand on top, which is kind of cool, and enjoy the sunset. Of course, if that's where the sun stays all the time, then the novelty would wear off kind of fast, wouldn't it? Almost should have not stopped. Whoa. Yay, rail extension 7. And with that rail extension, I think I'm actually done with the level 7 window. I think I actually got everything I wanted. Wow, that's awesome. That was one thing I was hoping to get here, was that 6th rail extension. That Prothean data disk was in excellent condition, it said. Wow, you don't see that as part of their descriptions very often. Boy, I'm going to have to sort through all these guns when we get back, which is fine. Okay, and that finishes the Colony of the Dead assignment, right? Yeah, there's everything that we could visit, we have now visited. So, back to the Normandy. Alright, so where to next? Probably another Pharaoh-based assignment. Actually, there's one more system in Maroon Sea, and I don't believe we got a journal entry for that one, so maybe we'll just go explore that place, see if there's anything to do there. Alright, but we'll do that in the next episode, of course. I don't know, pick up the story from right here next time.